Yes.
This is Dutch Moyer coming to you live from Chadron, Nebraska on day 36 of Run Across America for Global Disciples. Here I'm with my good friend Bill, and he is from Woodbury, Minnesota. Bill, nice to meet you. Now, we just met here at the Westerner Motel, and I wanted to get a feel of what America's thinking. What's the pulse in the heartland of America? Bill, what brings you here to Chadron?
Well, we're on the way to Colorado Springs for a family reunion. Not Colorado Springs, excuse me. Steamboat Springs, Colorado for a family reunion. And this just happened to be our first start after driving out of the Twin Cities.
Wonderful. And I'm getting ready today from Chadron to head up to check out Mount Rushmore. And so that's a big thrill for me. Now, you look like a man who's traveled quite a bit in your time.
Well, yes.
Yes. Have you ever been on business or pleasure or any sort of mission trips that you've taken?
Well, I'm more into service trips that are Christian based. I've been to El Salvador and Habitat for a humanity trip, and also been recently up to Alaska on a mission trip with our church. And then we did some mission trips, service trips down to the Gulf Coast for Bikina.
Now, I want to ask you a question because I get this asked by a lot of people. They say, Dutch, how are things going on your Run Across America for Global Disciples? How are you being received from the American public? And I have to tell you, Bill, it's been fantastic. Even just last night, a group of baseball players from American Legion, I was talking with them, and they invited me out for dinner. And that's just one example. I was with a church group in Iowa, and I was looking at their church sign that they had outside, and they invited me to a potluck dinner and a Bible study, and it's been wonderful. Time and time again, people who I've met really have responded favorably. What has been your experience on your travels with your mission trips?
Well, the interesting thing is, one of the most pleasurable things when I was traveling on business was to hit the countries that you don't normally think of as Christian, and meeting a Christian. Yeah. One of the local folks is a Christian. There's just this bond immediately comes up and say, wow, we've got something together. And the other thing is, well, I've heard a comment about us too, when we travel and get to places. People say we're different. We've got a smile on our face. We've got brightness in our eyes. And that kind of stuff. Well, it's kind of the same thing when we meet these Christians elsewhere. And then I had experience in Shanghai where I spent a whole day in a conference room with some young engineers, training them basically. And at the end of the day, when I was tired, getting ready to go home, I said, I'm ready to go home and check on our church building project. All three of them said, church? And I had a big opportunity to talk to them about Jesus and about what church life was really about.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question there because Global Disciples reaches the 29% of the world's population. The 2 billion that are unserved never have had the chance of having one opportunity of hearing the good news of Jesus Christ. Now, you went to Shanghai. What was that like? Were the people curious about your background, or what type of questions did they ask, or how did you share your relationship with Christ with others when you were in Shanghai? Or did they see it through the work that you were doing and admired that?
More through the work, and then to mention the word church. Because they are interested, particularly those who are educated, are very interested in what's going on. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of, you people have churches, you have money. They kind of connect that, which is unfortunate. But there's still that interest there to tap into, get them going. And you probably heard about all the house churches in China. How big they are, how many are there. You know, there could be more Christians in China than there are here. We don't know.
Yeah, they have more people than anywhere in the world. You know, the thing that I really liked about Global Disciples when I found out about it was that they go to these hard-to-reach areas of China and India, Ethiopia, and they train the people so they can support their families with a skill. And then the people that they train then go on and train others in their community because they know the language, the custom, the culture, which seems more effective. If a person knows their language, custom, and culture, and they're someone from their community, I think there's an openness there. What have you seen in your experiences?
Well, in India, which I spent quite a long time in India. I was actually in Bangalore, which is fairly Christian because it's a British background and that kind of stuff. And there's actually some seminaries there and that kind of stuff. So there's still a big cultural barrier between the Hindus particularly and the Muslims, but the Hindus culturally more than religiously, they just can't quite get into things the way we do stuff. But as the Christian base there seems to grow, with more and more people coming into town, and it seems to be growing. Now, I was Bangalore 20 years ago, and you probably heard about Bangalore today.
Sure.
You know, it's a whole different place. But out in the villages, I honestly don't know very well, but I know as we hired people into our factory, and there you don't hire everybody, you hire your core staff, and then other people are actually brought in through a contractor. They're learning. They were learning a lot about us just by working there and seeing the honesty and the paychecks there when they're supposed to be, and that kind of stuff.
A sense of integrity.
Yes.
You brought up a good point earlier about others seeing the love of Christ in your eyes and your work ethic. And to be open with you, as a young boy growing up in Souderton, Pennsylvania, that's what drew me to Christ, was seeing the love of Christ in my parents' eyes, my relatives, and I knew that there was something different, there was something special, something that I had a desire for. You know, in running across America and sharing the story with others across this country, it's really about others having a curiosity. You know, I find in most situations that people want to build a better life for their families. They want to build a better life for themselves. So people are searching. People are looking for different ways of doing things. And when they see something that is genuine and real and peaceful and loving, everybody can respond to something like that. That was really Jesus' message, wasn't it? Love God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. And when people see others loving their neighbor and being genuine about it, that's a winning combination.
If you get time for a story?
I love it. I love it, Bill.
In the Twin Cities, there's a gentleman, He Kui, who's a Chinese artist, Christian artist. And I met him when he came to our church before we went on a trip to China. Saw some of his artwork in China. I've heard his story a couple times now. He was drawing pictures of Chairman Mao during the Cultural Revolution, because he's a very more slender than I am, a very narrow-shouldered gentleman. They wanted him to go out in the fields and work, but he couldn't. So he decided he'd become the artist for the team, and he'd draw the pictures of Mao. So when they hit a village, he'd draw the pictures of Mao. Well, somewhere he got into a library